everyone, it's Kathy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am super excited to bring you a macrame owl tutorial. Today we will be learning how to make this cute little guy, and I am super excited to share this with you guys. So for this project we're going to need one simple thing, and that is some rope. I'm using 8 ropes measured about 10 feet long, and then I am also using 14 tiny pieces of rope measured about 5 inches long. Other than that, you're just going to need something to tie your ropes to. I'm using a small dowel rod, but you guys can use whatever you have on hand or in your yard. You can use a stick. Now that you know what we're going to need for this project, let's get right to it and get started. Our first step is to attach all 8 of our ropes to a dowel rod using a lark's head knot. So to do this, just take your ropes and fold them evenly in half. Send them over the dowel rod so that there is a loop right behind where you pull the 2 ropes through that loop. And then you give it a nice gentle tug to tighten. Our next step is to then make 4 square knots all the way across up top. So to make a square knot, I'm going to take the 4 ropes here on the far left. Taking the string on the right side, I cross it over the 2 in the middle to form a loop. The side on the left then goes over that right rope, behind the 2 in the middle, and through the loop where I pull it through and I pull it tight. Then that left side crosses over the 2 in the middle to form a loop. The right rope goes over the left, behind the 2 in the middle, and through the loop. And I give that a nice tug to tighten. And then I repeat, moving on to the next 4 ropes. Make a row of 3 alternating square knots. So I will leave off the 2 ropes here on the far left, and using the next 4 ropes I'm going to tie a square knot. Make a row of 2 alternating square knots. So this time I will leave off 4 ropes on the far left and then use the next 4 ropes. Finally, I'll make 1 more square knot directly in the center. Now we are going to take the 2 ropes on the far ends, and we're going to tie double half-hitch knots following along the lines of our square knots to connect these 2 ropes here in the middle. So I will start here on the left side, and I'm going to point this rope down into the diagonal and tie all my ropes around this. I bring the first rope up to tie the double half-hitch knot. It comes right behind where it curls around to go through the loop. I pull it tight. Taking that same rope, I take it in front to curl around and through the loop where I pull it tight. And that's my first double half-hitch knot. So now I take the next rope and repeat these steps. It comes right behind, it curls around to go through the loop. Then I take it in front to curl around and go through the loop. Tied 7 double half-hitch knots, it's time to repeat the same steps on the right side. The 2 leading ropes with another double half-hitch knot. Now it's time to attach our beads. I will be attaching my bead to the 2 ropes here in the middle so that I have 3 ropes on either side. Like that. And now I'll repeat on the other side. Now taking the 2 ropes in the middle, we're going to point them down to the diagonals again to kind of make an X-like pattern using double half-hitch knots. So again, I'll start with the one here on the far left and begin tying double half-hitch knots. Repeat on the right side. Now we will begin filling in between the bottom part of our little macrame owl with berry knots. So I'm going to start directly in the center and use the 4 ropes there. Then to make my berry knot, I'm going to tie 3 square knots in a row. Taking the 2 cords in the middle, I'm going to push them up through the little gap up top. And I just give those 2 middle ropes a nice pull to pull the whole knot up so that it is rounded. Then I secure with another square knot. Going to do a row of 2 square knots directly below, using 4 ropes again. I'm using 2 ropes from the berry knot and 2 new ropes. make a row of 3 square knots using the same method as before. We'll do 1 row of 2 berry knots to go here and here. And lastly, I will be tying 1 more berry knot right in the center. And now we will be taking the ropes on the end to come into the diagonal as we did up top. But this time we're going to do a special little hack where we gather our ropes as we go. So let me show you what I mean. So again, we're going to use this rope on the far left as our leading rope. The first rope comes right up behind to tie around. And then instead of dropping this cord, I'm just going to hold it alongside the leading rope we're already using, and now the next rope gets tied around both of these. So I take that next one right up behind, curl it around and through, pull it tight. Take it in front, around, and through, and pull it tight. And then this rope also joins the little collection of ropes. I take the next one to come right up behind, curl around and through, pull it tight, and I add this one to my gathering ropes, and I keep repeating these steps. On the right side, just like that. So this is what it will look like when you have that all finished. As you can tell, you have no individual ropes hanging off to the sides as you normally would, like up above. They're all gathered here at the bottom. So now what I'm going to do is connect the little bundles here with just a gathering knot. So I'm going to take an extra piece of rope, fold it in half so I have 1 short end and 1 long end, and a loop that hangs below. I just place that right above all my ropes and kind of gather them together and hold it together. I take that long rope and I start wrapping everything except the short piece of rope that sticks up above. And once you've wrapped it a few times, you can send that long piece of rope through the loop. Then taking the short piece, you just give it a nice tug to tighten and pull everything smooth and through that gathering knot. Just like that. And now you can take your scissors and cut off the remaining ends. We're also going to go ahead and trim our little tail off to make it as even or uneven as you would like. So just take your scissors and kind of snip it to the desired length. And now what we're going to do is add some fun little fringe up on this outer rope here. So after you cut off your ropes, you can use these scrap pieces to help you make that, and you can also cut a few more ropes if you need to. And I'm using pieces of rope that are cut about 5 inches long. So you're just going to fold these ropes in half and attach to that outer rope with a lark's head knot. So I send it over and push the 2 ends through the little loop and give it a nice tug to tighten. And I'm just going to go ahead and slide that one all the way down. And I'm just repeating. Just like that. So all this does is add a little bit of fun little feathers for our owls. It's such a cute way to add extra detail to your macrame owls. You can also go back through and kind of trim up any ends as needed if it's not perfect. I have a little long piece right here, but other than that, I kind of like the way it looks. Now let's see what our owl looks like all finished up. Go. So this is the final product of my macrame owl. I really love the way this turned out. I think it is so fun and cute, and it's definitely a little boho type owl with the added feathers. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and now you can make a macrame owl for yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.